This is the silent struggle destroying faith, family, and finances. It's why men are failing and don't even know it yet. You think you're holding it together, but the cracks are already showing. One ignored prayer, one silent compromise, one missed moment with your wife or kids, and that's all it takes to lose everything. So you think your faith is fine until a storm hits. You think your finances are fine until a bill breaks you. You think your family's good until your wife checks out emotionally. Your kids don't even flinch when you walk into the room. So let me be clear. This is not talking about a bad day. This is about patterns that destroy your purpose. My friends, men don't lose their legacy overnight. They trade it away one compromise at a time. So there are 3 lies that keep losing men silently. You don't need another motivational quote. You don't need another podcast. You need a real conversation that changes your life. So you're one question away, one strategy away from a breakthrough. But many people are just simply asking the wrong people and then wonder why they're stuck. But if you're serious, sure, you can pick my brain, you can pick my heart, you can pick the battle scars, but it's gonna cost you one thing: commitment. So no free handouts, no free magic tricks, just straight wisdom when you need it the most. So if you want to connect with me, meet me on Connect. Let's build your breakthrough before someone else does.
Maybe if you got a couple of your sales leaders, maybe have them talk with Matt Sapaula on Connect to learn how to do those things.
Line number 1, I'll fix it later. So later usually becomes tomorrow. If it doesn't happen tomorrow, it becomes never. And by the time you are ready to fix it, it's already over. Let me give you an example of what happened to my son here as the summer has begun and summer camps are started taking over. My son loves to swim. My son, we have a pool in the backyard. My son, first thing we did though, before we even got into the house, we locked all the doors to the backyard because we want to make sure my son knew exactly how to maneuver in the pool. There's enough horror stories I've seen about people have a pool in the backyard and something happened to their child. That wasn't going to be our scenario. So we put him to swimming lessons, etc., etc. Make a long story short, let's fast forward to this past summer. Well, kid knows how to swim. However, my son, maybe he gets this wiring from his father. He just doesn't like following the rules. He was told, you got to swim for 25 meters because you got to pass a swim test. You got to pass this test, swim it without touching the sides or touching the bottom. You got to swim one full length. I don't care if you're doggy paddle on your back. You need to make sure you swim 25 meters. Otherwise, if you can't do that, you can't pass the swimming test. You have to wear a life vest for the rest of the time that we're in the pool. It's kind of like the standard that this gym is particularly installed. I like it. Here's a challenge. Not only does my son not like following rules, he didn't want to have to show anybody that he can swim 25 meters. So he didn't want to listen to camp counselors. He didn't want to listen to nobody. Anyway, he failed. And next thing you know, my wife and I were visiting the Medal of Honor Museum here in Arlington, Texas for a future event. And we get a call right in the middle of that visit. Mr. and Mrs. Sapaula, could you tell your son here how to behave when things don't go his way? What do we need to do? How can we better communicate with him? Because he's sitting here right now in our office because he doesn't want to listen. My wife and I look at each other and say, listen, let's go pick up our son. Let's have a conversation with him. We get to the gym. We get to the camp. And yes, your son had a very bad attitude. He didn't want to listen to anybody, et cetera, because he was told he couldn't swim. This is what he told the camp counselor at 6 years old. He said, this pool is cursed. People are going to die in this pool because I'm just... Anyway, the last response you want from my wife and I to the camp counselor is what? For parents to laugh. Anyway, we didn't like the fact of what he said, but we just kind of enjoyed this kid's kind of got a brain of his own and he likes to express himself in that way. Now, if you knew my son earlier, there's many different scenarios here, situations that happened to him from a health standpoint that may not have made that scenario quite as communicative as it was. But anyway, we're laughing. And we talked to our son. We're looking here, all right? Jordan, is that what you told your camp counselors? But you can't say those type of things, by the way, right? You can't say this pool is cursed. That's not the right thing. I know you're angry. I know you're upset, but you can't communicate yourself that way. However, how do we fix this problem? And so the camp counselor, well, all he has to do is just swim one length across the pool without a life vest, without touching the sides or the bottom. And he's good. He passed the test. He can swim throughout the rest of summer camp with all the rest of the kids, and he can have a blast, but he's got to pass the swim test. So I said, you know what? Great. When can we fix this? He needs to swim across the deal. Great. I'll be back. I still got some appointments to run this afternoon, but I have a 5 o'clock class here, Lifetime Fitness. Let's come here at 4 o'clock before my class starts, and he can pass the swim test. Boom. We get there, 4 o'clock. I'm pumping up in the car, right? Are you confident? Are you confident? Say, yes, I'm confident. I'm just doing affirmations in the car. Because, kid, you know how to swim this length. You just never did it before, but you know how to swim this long. We swam in the ocean. We were just in the Bahamas 2 weeks ago. You know how to swim in the ocean. Come on, you can do this. Anyway, make a long story short, all our nerves, my wife's nerves, kind of like on edge. I'm just kind of hyping them up in the walk to the pool. You can do this. I can do this. Are you confident? I'm confident. Watch this clip. Hey, Jordan, you ready to do this? You ready to go? Jordan.
Yes.
You ready to do this?
Yes.
You feel confident?
Yes, I feel confident.
You feel confident? Feels confident. All the there we go. Keep going, handsome. You got it. You got it. Easy for you. That's easy. There you go. There you go. It's easy. Don't touch the wall. Come on. Go to the right. Don't touch the wall. You got it. Come on. You got it. Come on. Let's go. You got it, Jordan. Come on. All the way to the wall. Let's go. You got this. Good. You got it. Let's go. Come on, Jordan. Come on. Come on. You can go, handsome. No. Keep going straight. Keep going straight. Keep going straight. Come on. You're almost there. Come on, Jordan. There you go. You got it, handsome. You got it. Woo! You got it. Don't touch the wall. All the way down. Let's go. All the way down. Let's go. You go, boy. That's my boy. That's what I'm talking about. Now, if you've seen that, there's many times that he was thinking about touching the wall, maybe even touching the bottom. Our post-test analysis, we were talking. I said, listen, yeah, Dad, I was thinking about drowning, thinking about quitting, tapping out. But something in his head, the way he's wired, the way we've wired since he was born, was to do not quit. You just keep going no matter what. Keep going here at 6. And I'm so glad he's got DNA trained into him. He's never swam that long. And instead of waiting for tomorrow, the next week, next month, so the rest of his summer wouldn't be in misery because he's got to wear a life jacket because he didn't want to wear a life jacket because he didn't pass the swim test. Instead of fixing the problem tomorrow, the next day or next week, you fix it today, now. And that's the mentality that we have to handle our finances. The fact sometimes our ego rears up, our pride rears up. We can't apologize to our spouse. We can't admit our areas of wrongdoing. We can't admit our own failures. We have to fix that situation now, immediately. Lie number 2, if I succeed financially, then everything else will follow. The reality, money doesn't make you a man. Now, it makes you a protector. It creates you to becoming a provider, but it doesn't necessarily altogether make you a man. And just heads up, financial success without a infrastructure, without a spiritual infrastructure is like building a sandcastle at home, and it's a very, very weak foundation. It's a sandcastle that you're building in the middle of a hurricane. Lie number 3, I'm the only one struggling. I'm the only one going through this. I'm the only one that deals with this type of situation. Everybody else don't understand, right? By the way, I hear that all the time. Here's a reality. No, you're not. But what makes you think that way? What makes you think that way is the enemy. The devil has got you isolated. The devil has got you in a corner. The devil, the enemy, has got you thinking that you're the only person dealing with this type of situation. Woe is me. Victim mentality kicks in. How come nobody's helping me out? And here's the thing about being isolated. You end up growing in shame. And the sad reality is there's too many men out there quietly dying in suits, quietly dying in their own endeavor. Why? Because they're not communicating and they think that woe is me, they're the only one. So let me introduce to you a blueprint or a pattern that you need to install to make sure you have a framework to help you attack life and the challenges and help you discover and refine more of your purpose. Here's your blueprint: vision, discipline, protection, and then multiplication. This is how you lead yourself. This is how you lead your house. This is how you lead with your finances, your money. I'm so glad you're here right now because this episode is kicking off a series for 12 weeks called Faith Made Leader. And I'm going to be unpacking this episode at a local event here in Dallas on June 12th called Cigars, Wealth, and Whiskey. Our 4th time doing it here now in Dallas of this format, of this magnitude. And by the way, this event is an upscale mastermind and networking event. This is starting to take this city by storm because so many people are being attracted to it, from its message, the things that we're sharing, the people that we're meeting. And so every week going forward, the next 11 weeks, I'll be sharing an episode to help you become more of that faith-made leader that you desire to be. So if this episode hits something in your gut, good. That means you're not too far gone. That means God is still calling you higher in your life. But my friends, you've got to make a choice. Lead your faith or lose it. Lead with your finances or lose that. Lead your family or watch them drift. Now, I'm not here to babysit boys. I'm here to build men. So this episode, first one of a 12-week series, this was the warning shot. And remember, this movement of faith-made leaders starts right now. And for real, in person, right here in Dallas, Texas, by the way, we got people flying in for this thing. It's a 3-hour event, but people still feel that they need to be part of this event. That's happened the last 3-4 times now. But this Thursday, my keynote, The Cigars, Wealth, and Whiskey, is called Master It or Lose It. And every Sunday thereafter, we're going to be diving deeper into this topic of being a faith-made leader every week for the next 12 weeks. So make sure you haven't done so yet. Make sure you subscribe. And for those of you who say, man, I want a worksheet, download the worksheet. Go to our website. We'll put the links in the description below. Download the worksheet, The 3 Lies That Destroy Your Destiny. Share this with your circle. And this is a series called Faith Made Leader. That being said, from Dallas, Texas, I'm your Money Smart guy. And until we meet again, continue to live smart, continue to love smart, and be money smart today.